Welcome back to my channel. So I just want to quickly go through the FTP, how to configure FTP, right? So we're going to use like these two devices, which is my laptop on the side, and then I have my server there, right? So, and then there's my network that I want to use, which is a 10.0.0.4/30. So I'm using a /30 because I have only two devices in my network. So if you can see this, it means that I only have two assignable IP addresses available for me now. So I have 5 and 6 available for me. So let me quickly assign these IP addresses. Let me quickly assign these devices an IP address. But before I get to that, let me plug them, connect them to each other. There it is, and then let me assign an IP address to that device. So IP configuration, and then there, let me say 10.0.0. No, come on, 10.0.0. Which is a 5, because a 4 is represent the network, and then the first available or the first assignable IP address will be a .5, and then it's going to be 255.255.255.252. So, and then the server would be 10.0.0. It's going to be what, a 5? No, it's going to be a 6, my server. So DNS server will be a 6, and then here's my server this side. So what I'm doing now, I'm using what we call the client and server concept. So I have a 6 there. Let me do this. 255.2 255.255. Let's say it's a 0. No, 252. That's a subnet mask, right? And then here is the DNS server, so no need for me to type in there. So you can see, let me quickly now test connectivity between the two. Just want to go to my laptop, and then, so I'm going to use ping to test connectivity between these two devices. So ping is a command that you use to test connectivity between two devices. Not 192.10.0.0.6. And see if these two are able to communicate. You can see now they're able to communicate because we're receiving a reply from 10.0.0.6, which is the server replying to my laptop. There is the information. So it's replying. That means they can communicate these two, right? And then the second important thing is we need to go to the server and then click on services. And then within services, you'll see that we have different services that this server can offer. That's why we call this a server, because this is a client, and then a client requests services from a server. So this server now, it listens on port 21 for FTP. So it has so many services that is offering, and then on all of these services, there is each service, most of the services, they have their specific port that the server uses to listen on. So if it receives any message coming to port 21, it knows that that message is directed to the FTP, right? And then username, you can use admin, and then this side password, you can type in any password. On a production environment, try by all means to use stronger password. So you can see the FTP server is on, and then by default we already have like the username, which is Cisco, and then the password is Cisco. And you can see down here we have the read, write, delete, new, and then list, what we call list. All of those permissions are available. So let me also give or grant these admin all of those permissions, which is list, rename, delete, all of those permissions. Now the admin has the permissions, so done. And then I can now, when I'm logging into this server using FTP, these are the usernames that I can use. I can either use Cisco or I use the admin, and then these are the passwords, right? So that is configured there. So now an FTP server, let me break down the FTP server before I start going through it. FTP server, so you can see, is a standard network protocol used for the transfer of computer files between a client and a server on a computer. So as you can see that on my topology, I have a client and then a server, right? So a client is the one that is requesting services from a server, and then the server responds depending on the port that the message was sent to. So they respond based on that, right? So I have that there. Now, what I want to do is I want to create a file on this PC, right? And then that file, I will upload it to the server. Okay, let me quickly do this. Not even, let's try by looking at this server. Let's say desktop. Let me see if I can go to command prompt and then say directory. So directory, I'm trying to type out the files that I have, sample file.txt. All right. So now I want to go to this server, to this laptop, and then try to FTP to the server. So the command is FTP and then the IP address of the server 10.0.0.6, right? And then asking me for username, we said we created admin, and then password was Cisco 123. And then you can see I'm inside the FTP. How do I know that I'm inside the FTP? As you can see now, it's written there FTP. So I'm inside the FTP server. I'm inside the server, right? So I've managed to FTP to the server. And then there are so many commands that you can run. So let's say you are clueless, you don't know which command to type in, but you're already inside the FTP, you don't know what command to type in. You can use a question mark, right? So most of the command line interfaces, if you type in a question mark, if you click a question mark on the system, what they usually do is they display the commands that are available for you that you can use. So let's do that, because let's say now we are stuck, we don't know which command to use, so we just want to ask the system to give us commands that are available on the FTP server. So there is the question mark. You can see it displays all of the commands that are available for us. And then we have the cd, which is the change directory. We have the delete, which is for deleting directory. It's for displaying the folders or files that are in your system. The get command is for downloading, get a file from the server. And then help, you are stuck, you want help, you can type in that. And then we have the put, is for uploading a file to the server. We have the pwd, print working directory. And then if you're done, you quit and then rename the folders again. All right, so let me use directory just to display the files that are inside this server. So you can see this is what's inside the server. These are the files that are inside the server. So let's say now I want to download this file. So most of the times you have to specify also the extension of the file, the name of the file, and then the extension. Let me say copy. So I want to download this file to my PC. So let me check what files do I have on my PC. Okay, this is my PC, right? Let me exit this the server so that I can show you the files that I have on my. How do you exit on an FTP? So you say quit. And then now you see, I can see I'm already on my PC now because of this C drive now. So let me say directory just to show you what files do I have. I only have this file which is called the sample file. So these are the files that I have. So after downloading that file, we must have more files here. Must have a new file added to this drive. So let me FTP back to the server 10.0.0.6. Sorry. Username, we used admin, and then password, which is cisco 123. And then now we can say get. We want to download the file. The file that we're downloading, it goes straight to the PC. So let's say you're a hacker and now you have gained access to any server, and then you're inside the server, you want to download a specific file from the server. You can use this command to say get and then download that specific file, and then the file will go straight to your PC. So that's how you that's how you download files from a server using the FTP. So get, you see, it says file, reading file, that's the name of the file. Where is it reading? File transfer in progress. So that means we're transferring the file from the server to our PC right now. So this transfer might take like 2 hours, 4 hours, or a day, depending on the size of the file and maybe also on the speed of your network, things like that. So they come into play when downloading any file from the server to your PC or uploading it. So that's the things that come into play. So now we just want to give it some time and see how long that will take for these two systems to download. Okay, you see it's done downloading the file now. So it says file transfer in progress, transfer complete there, and then there's the size. It says this size of the file bytes copied. Now it's copied to my PC, to my laptop, right? Let me quit, meaning that I want to exit from the server, and then check if the file is there on my PC. So I'm on my PC now. How do I know that I'm on my PC? By the C drive, right? And then enter. You can see there is a file that I've downloaded from the server now. So I've managed to download a file. So at least that's how you download a file from an FTP server from a server, right, using FTP. So now what I want to do is I want to create a file and then upload it to the server. So let me quickly do this and then copy all this information, and then Control V, and then let me save this. Let me save it as ftp.txt. So we are creating a file inside the laptop. As you can see at the top, there's written laptop. So we're creating this file inside the laptop. We want to upload it to a server. Let's say maybe there is a file that you upload to a server. When I go through the process of uploading a file to a server, right? And then say OK. So we want to check if the file we managed to create that file in our server. We say directory, we must have that file in our directory. You can see there is the file in our directory, FTP text. But is it there on the server? So let's start with connecting to the server using FTP 10.0.0. So we're going to check inside the FTP server. The IP address of the server is a 6. Username is admin, and then cisco 123 is my password. You see, I'm inside the FTP, and then I type in directory to display all of the files that are inside the server, files and folders. So we're looking for FTP text. Where is it? FTP. So you can see there's no FTP txt file here. So we want to upload that file from our PC to this server, right? So what's the command to upload? Let's say you forgot the command to upload the file to a server. What we can do, question mark, and then we said put is for uploading a file. So put, and then the name of the file that we created, it was ftp.txt. That's the name of the file that we created, and then put it to a server. See, it's a small file, so that's why it was quicker for it to upload it. So it says transfer complete, so the file is uploaded. So let's check again now if the file is on the server now. Directory, there is a file, number 26. So the file is already on the server. But before, when we displayed, it wasn't on the server. There was nothing on number 27. You can see there was no FTP file server. So now you've managed to upload and then download a file from a server. So in short, that's how you upload a file to a server, and then that's how you download a file from a server. So thank you guys. See you on my next video when we're doing like the DNS and then also the AAA. Thank you.